He says to her, "You recently visited the southern border and embraced President Biden's recent crackdown on asylum seekers." This was his break glass in case of emergency plan he did like in June, recognizing he was losing and that he needed to shore up the border because it was turning into the number one issue for Democrats. So he started banning asylum seekers with executive order. And he says, and that crackdown produced an almost immediate and dramatic decrease in the number of border crossings. If that's the right answer now, why didn't your administration take those steps in 2021? This is okay. It's an okay question. However, there's a lot more to the story that did not make its way into this piece. She says the following: the first bill we proposed to Congress, the first bill was to fix our broken immigration system, knowing that if you want to actually fix it, we need Congress to act. It was not taken up. Okay, let's start right there. Here is what actually happened when they took office in January of 2021. She and Joe Biden immediately, via his executive order, moved to suspend Remain in Mexico for all asylum seekers, which under Trump required them to stay in Mexico. So if it got denied, they wouldn't be our problem. They'd be Mexico's. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris got rid of that. They halted construction of the border wall. Day one. February 2021. So within weeks of taking office, they initiated a review of policies that have effectively closed the U.S. border to asylum seekers. That same thing that Biden would eventually write back into an executive order in June before the election came was already there. At the beginning, he undid it. He and she undid it. That's what was happening when they took office. They began a review of the fast-track deportation procedure known as expedited removal, which allows immigration authorities to remove an individual without a hearing before an immigration judge. They got rid of that. They expanded the U.S. refugee admissions program and rescinded Trump's policies that limited refugee admissions and required additional vetting. That's what they did. Now, as for this alleged bill, get used to hearing about this because she's now brought it up twice in this interview. This is going to be her new line, that she proposed two bills over the course of their administration trying to get at immigration. The first bill we proposed to Congress was to fix our broken immigration system. That bill, we went back and pulled it. The very first step was amnesty. The very first proposal in her Fix the Border bill was amnesty at that time, saying we must create an earned roadmap to citizenship for undocumented individuals. It allowed undocumented individuals to apply for temporary legal status with the ability to apply for green cards after 5 years, and so on and so forth. Then they said, we have to help keep families together by eliminating wait times for the family illegals and giving even more visas out to them. We have to worry about LGBTQ discrimination against illegals who are applying to come in here or seeking asylum here. And we do need some more funding for border agents, but also we need to investigate the agents more. The agents are also racist, and therefore we need more special agents at the DHS Office of Professional Responsibility to investigate criminal and administrative misconduct, and also to require the issuance of department-wide policies governing the use of force. That is what they proposed when they first took office, amnesty. Guess what happened? May I remind you, the Democrats controlled the White House, the House, and the Senate. And guess what happened? Nancy Pelosi's House of Representatives couldn't find enough members to vote on it. They couldn't find enough people who wanted to vote yes. So it died. And even Politico reported at the time, and I'm looking at their report here, that first Pelosi did not get the votes in the Democrat-controlled House, and that the White House has taken a, quote, hands-off approach to the matter. This was their reporting in March of 2021. This is right after they proposed it. They proposed it, and then they, quote, took a hands-off approach to the matter, and the bill soon thereafter died in the Democrat-controlled committee. That's the thing, keep in mind, she's referring to when she's now going to run around and tell everybody, the first bill we proposed to Congress was to fix the broken immigration system. It was not taken up by you, by your fellow Democrats, or by your White House. I mean, the dishonesty, it's just next level. Then she goes on to that border security bill that she keeps touting. Donald Trump wants to run a problem instead of fixing a problem. She said that a million times. She's got her canned lines. They're insufferable at this point. And then he follows up, but there's been a historic flood of undocumented immigrants. Let's take a listen to some of the border exchange.
There was an historic flood of undocumented immigrants coming across the border the first 3 years of your administration. As a matter of fact, arrivals quadrupled from the last year of President Trump. Was it a mistake to loosen the immigration policies as much as you did?
It's a long-standing problem, and solutions are at hand.
What I was asking was it a mistake to kind of allow that flood to happen in the first place?
I think the policies that we have been proposing are about fixing a problem, not promoting a problem. Okay?
But the numbers did quadruple.
And the numbers today,
watch.
because of what we have done, we have cut the flow of illegal immigration by half.
But should you have done
cut
that?
the
Should you
flow
have
of
done that?
fentanyl by half. But we need Congress to be able to act to actually fix the problem.
Okay. We cut out one portion in there where she said, and from day one, literally, we've been offering solutions. That's her, again, with her nonsense Democrat-killed immigration amnesty bill. It's amazing to me. So that was a good exchange. And Bill Whitaker followed up on her because he says he's been reporting on this for a long time. And all she keeps going to is what they did in June. That's it. And he keeps saying, what about prior to June? And she has no answer. Nothing. Because of what we've done, we cut the flow of illegal immigration by half. But should you have done it before? And all she says is, but we need Congress to act to fix the problem. That's it. So she's got nothing. There was no answer. And I'm sorry, but Bill Whitaker, you should have asked about those executive actions I just went through. And as this audience knows, we've all been through this list before. I'm raising this after every interview where we talk about immigration because someone should do their damn homework. It's not that hard. Guarantee you 60 Minutes has more producers than we do on the Megyn Kelly Show. It's a question of anchor and producer interest in what the true facts are. That should have been raised. She did not come in there ready to revamp the immigration system. She came in there ready to dispose of it, to open the border and to grant amnesty for those who are already here illegally and to make it easier for more people to come in across the southern border. That's what happened. He did it by executive action. And when he realized he was going to lose in June, he issued an executive action, which if you don't think she's going to lift that executive order, if she's to get in there, you're crazy. Because this is a true Democrat goal. Why would they let in between 10 and 20 million to begin with if they didn't actually want them here? I mean, it's very clear that they both have an ideological commitment to changing the fundamental makeup of this country and that they want Democrats who are loyal to them and want their government handouts moving to every swing state in the union. It's very clear. And if you don't think she's going to continue that and turn back on the spigot, if she takes over as president, you haven't been paying attention. All right, he goes on. This is like it's just so ridiculous. Republicans don't get questions like this the other way. This is the Trump and his supporters are racists. Could you talk about that question? You've accused Donald Trump of using racist tropes when it comes to Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, when it comes to birtherism, when it comes to Charlottesville. I mean, again, it's like, doesn't care that the Charlottesville thing has been disproven, doesn't care about opposing evidence in Springfield. The birtherism, not a good controversy for Trump. Not going to argue with him on that one. In fact, you've called him a racist and divisive. Well, listen, we have it. Listen to him ask it and listen to the first part of her answer. It's amazing.
You have accused Donald Trump of using racist tropes when it comes to Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, when it comes to birtherism, when it comes to Charlottesville. Yet Donald Trump has the support of millions and millions of Americans. How do you explain that?
I'm glad you are pointing these comments out that he has made
I bet.
that have resulted in a response by most reasonable people to say it's just wrong. It's just wrong.
With so many people supporting Donald Trump, a man you've called a racist, how do you bridge that seemingly unbridgeable gap?
I believe that the people of America want a leader who's not trying to divide us and demean.
I mean, that is just so transparent. We all know he's a racist, is really what he was saying. And his supporters appear to be racists, or at least fine with electing a racist. So how does a nice, smart lady like you appeal to those terrible people? I mean, truly, that's really what he was asking. Being able to run your business on your schedule is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. If mailing items like legal documents, checks, or marketing materials takes up a lot of your time, Stamps.com is the time saver you need. Cut down hours spent mailing and shipping with Stamps.com and do it all on your own timeline. From small businesses to multi-location organizations, Stamps.com handles all your mailing and shipping needs wherever, whenever. Take care of mailing and shipping wherever you are, even on the go, with the Stamps.com address. All you need is a computer and a printer. That's all you need. They even send you a free scale. Easily schedule package pickups through your Stamps.com dashboard and automatically see the cheapest and fastest shipping options from different carriers. Get rates you can't find anywhere else, like up to 89% off USPS and UPS. Order supplies and even printers from the supply store when you run low. Sign up at Stamps.com and enter code MK for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. That's Stamps.com, code MK. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.